welcome to another video, and it's 2018. Woo! Happy New Year! New year, new me, new beauty regime, which you know all about. If you're following me on Instagram, go and do it now at Mattdoesfitness. But I imagine the reason a lot of you are clicking this video is to find out what I'm talking about in regards to the whole catfish Tinder thing. So I'm a nice guy, I'm going to put you out of your misery right now. Sit back, relax, give the video a like, and let's go. Okay, we're in, and I've come to this sick, scenic location, aka the beach, aka next to my house, because I thought it would be a good place for you to look at whilst I'm talking to you about this stuff. I'm pretty wet, I got very wet in the process of scouting out. Oh my god, literally, like the tide's coming up, it's like pretty much touching my legs now, but I think I'm safe because I'm up on a rock. But if a big wave does come, like, we're in trouble. Anyway, I'm committed to it now, so we're going to continue. So let me start by saying I'm not on Tinder, right? Like, I'm married, I have a son, and plus I'm much more of a grinder man. But the other day, something very, very weird happened to me. So back, I think it was like a few weeks ago, it was on Sez's birthday, in fact, actually. We were waiting for Sez's birthday, and a friend of a friend sent Sez a message saying, "This is weird, I've just seen this." And basically it was like pictures of me on Tinder, right? Now, this friend lives in Plymouth, so the way I understand it, like, you can only see people that are like fairly near you, I guess. So the person that was using these pictures is obviously based around the Plymouth area, and basically, like, this is what they'd posted. So like a picture or numerous pictures of me. They'd called themselves Matt, which is my name, 31 PE teacher, and I mean, like, that's weird enough in itself. I found it quite funny. It is like, I guess it's flattering, right? Like, if someone's using your pictures, obviously it means like you're not a fat ugly loser. But yeah, what made it like kind of escalate from being a bit weird to being like super creepy is this picture in particular. So like, they use shots of like me and Luca. Like, there's more than this. These are the only 3 pictures that we've got, but there's like, I guess there's a whole like profile. But like, using pictures of me with my like 1-year-old son as part of your dating profile is a pretty weird thing to do. It just makes me think, like, if the person's gonna do that, like, what else are they planning? Like, I guess it could be just like a laugh, or they could just be doing it to chat to people, which is understandable in like a weird, creepy way, but I don't know, it's just like a strange, like, really bizarre thing to do, and it's quite a weird experience. So again, I'm a very easygoing guy, I don't really care, like, it's not really gonna affect me, but it's more, I guess, people that are chatting to this person, or like, I don't know, anyone that would potentially want to meet this person. Like, what have they got planned? If they're willing to use pictures and a whole identity of someone else, like, and go to the extent of like knowing what my job is and my age is, then it's just like it's a little bit disturbing. But also, like, for me, like, I don't want people I know like seeing my pictures on Tinder and being like, hang on a minute, what is he doing? Like, it's funny, I was watching a while back, we were watching that, like, it's called Catfished, the program. These 2 guys, they're quite funny guys, and they just look at like situations. There's obviously really, really extreme examples of this, where someone has used a whole fake profile to like entice someone to come and meet them, and like, some of them are nuts. Some of them are like, the person's friggin' arranged to like marry this person, and they meet them for the first time, and like, it's a completely different person to who they saw on their profile. Now again, this is like another level to what I've experienced, but it's still really, really weird, and it's a strange feeling to know that could happen. I guess, like, in this day and age, and particularly with what I'm doing, like, my job is social media, right? So I'm all over social media, I'm posting pictures every day, and the second I post a picture to like a public forum, that's it, it's gone. I lose any right to, I guess, to say, you know, you can't use that because I'm posting it on a public forum. But it's still just like, I don't know, it's like, it doesn't really sit well with me, someone using my profile. Like, what are they saying? Are they chatting to people and like talking about themselves as if they're me? Like, I find that really weird. What if someone's chatting to them thinking that they are me? Like, that's even more weird, you know? And what makes it like a little bit more annoying, I mean, when it first happened, again, I just kind of laughed it off. It was more Sez that was saying, like, we should definitely do something about this. We looked into it, and I don't think you can. Like, I think my understanding is that, and this is like a common complaint with Tinder, is that unless you live in the area near that person, I don't think you can like report it, or I don't know. I mean, any of you guys on Tinder, you know what I should do about this? Like, is there like a protocol? I don't know, but from what I understand, my loose understanding of it is that there's not really much I can do. And to be honest, I mean, I guess if someone's just using my pictures to chat to people, I mean, it's weird, and I'd rather they didn't, but like, I guess it isn't that bad. It's more like, what is that person planning? You know, if they are planning to do something bad, then Obviously it'd be nice to intercept that before it happens, because I feel bad if something happened and I didn't do anything about it. But yeah, I just thought it was something like a little bit nuts and something you'd probably be intrigued to learn about, and I guess maybe some of you guys have experienced it yourself. Let me know in the comments if you've had any weird catfish type experiences. But yeah, that is that, guys. I think it's actually starting to rain, which is annoying, but quite good timing because I finished this little chat. So I'm going to go home. I've got to go to the gym in a bit. And let's continue with my day. Right, I'm back home. I'm whispering because Luca is asleep upstairs. Plus, after the whole Tinder stolen identity thing, I might as well keep the weird, creepy vibe going. Our Christmas tree is down. Whoa, says mate. You walked into my thing, which looked like I was saying you were a Christmas tree and you were down. Says is not down and she's not a tree. Yeah, the tree's down because where it was, yeah, it was there, because it's now what? Yeah, Christmas is over, so we're just ripping stuff down. We actually put our tree outside because it turns out the council. That's fine, Says, keep doing that. In fact, can you make a bit more noise? Probably be, if you can just really rustle, that'd be ideal. Turns out the council come and collect Christmas trees. Hello! So if you're like in the tree dumping industry, absolute field day there. Anyway, I need to get to the gym. I've got to do some back and biceps, it's like the neck session following on. In fact, the last video I put up, if you haven't watched that, go and watch it now. That was back and biceps session 2. This is back and biceps session 1. It's the better one, so see you at the gym. But first, it's important I entice you into watching this video in the first place by making a sick, outraged thumbnail. Okay, just quickly, let's show you what I'm having to work with here. Excellent. Anyway, let's get to the gym. Okay, I'm in the gym and it's just dawned on me that my socks and trainers are freaking soaking from that beach clip I filmed earlier, but it was totally worth it, right? Anyway, I'm going to start off today's session with some pull-ups. Last week I got like 19, I think, so I feel like 20 will be a nice mark to hit. So if I get 20 pull-ups, you have to like the video. No biggie. Okay, it's back done. I'm now going to move on to some rear delts, which although technically is shoulder, and so you would think it would be in a push session, I always include it in my pull workouts only because doing things like seated rows, I always feel a degree of engagement from my rear delts. So if I was going to do rear delts tomorrow, then obviously that's a bit of a crossover. I'm not going to get the recovery they need. It's really handy having the mirror there because I have an issue with my shoulder. So years ago, like going back probably 7, 8, 9 years, I injured my shoulder because I used to bench press like an absolute bro, like really flared elbows. This is back when I was doing athletics and I would bench like once a month and just try and go for 1 rep max every time. Anyway, injured my shoulder and never rehabbed it, and then the last few years where I've been training seriously, it's always on my mind because where it's like healed, all that collagen's in there and it's all tight, and I've never really sorted it out, it always wants to sit a bit higher, so any kind of pulling or pushing, it always wants to sit higher, so I have to make a real effort to pull it down and retract my scapula to try and level that out. So obviously having a mirror is really useful. Obviously videoing is really useful because I can watch it back. Like if you go and look at a lot of my training clips, particularly things like bench press, you'll see there is a bit of a, in fact, fairly obvious like imbalance there with my shoulders sitting higher, so it's very much a work in progress. Yeah, anyway, that's rear delts done, so now I'm going to move on to biceps, 3 exercises. Training is done. That was some raspberry lemonade BCAAs from My Protein. Using my link in the description and the code MATT20 for 20% off. When you do that, we automatically become best friends / pen pals. Plus, like right now, My Protein are doing ridiculous deals because it's like the New Year, January sales, whatever. So I think yesterday there was like 40% on like off on like most things. So definitely worth checking out. But yeah, training was good, felt good. I do enjoy doing like pull workouts at the moment, only because it's an area that's been like massively neglected for quite a long time. Like you think when I was a powerlifter, obviously I was still doing quite a lot of push work because I was bench pressing up to 4 times a week, and a lot of it was quite heavy. Whereas pull workouts, I've done nothing for the last 7 months really, and when I was doing some bits, it was like a couple of sets here and there, and it would be after squats and deadlifts, so the quality of it was never very high. So it's nice to go into the gym fresh and do some like pull-ups and T-bar rows and stuff. Particularly T-bar rows, I'm friggin' loving them. It just feels, you know, when just the movement just feels so natural, it feels so good, and the lat engagement is out of this world. Also, by the way, this is why I got a wide-angle lens. This is not a wide-angle lens, it's my like, it's a kit lens. I think it's slightly better quality, it's better in like low light, but in a car, you're literally like touching my face, so it's not ideal. But anyway, this is completely irrelevant, mindless conversation. I'm gonna go home now. I think Sayers and Luca might be hanging with Kofi and the gang. I might be going swimming, but I'll try and see if I can locate them and then see what's going on. Okay, update. I was right, Sayers has gone swimming with Luca and the gang, but they're like 5 minutes away, and she just informed me via WhatsApp that she's hungry. I am also hungry, and I'm in charge of making lunch because A, I'm the only one home, and B, I'm an unbelievably good cook. So with that in mind, I'm gonna make some sausage sandwiches using reheated sausages. Classy. We also have no bread, which is a slight problem, but Sayers informs me that there's bread at her dad's house, which is like 2 doors away, although I think it's gluten-free bread. But is gluten-free bread like still good? If it's not, it's going to be annoying. We have ketchup, and let's face it, as far as like simple recipes go, sausage sandwiches must be one of the best things. Like bread, sausages and ketchup, and you've got an amazing lunch. Anyway, they'll be back in a minute, so I'll catch up with you when everyone's here and the food is good to go. Hi Luca, nice to see you, mate. That's fine, yeah, just carry on. If anything, hit me harder.
It's filming, by the way.
What the hell? Voyeur ketchup application video, the worst kind of video. So here we go, guys. 3 sausages, that makes 6 sausages plus 4 bits of bread. Gluten-free bread. Is it going to be good? What are you saying, Says?
Yes.
I'm going to give you, why is your voice so husky?
I don't know.
Friggin' Peggy Mitchell over there. Pat Butcher over there. Here we go. Live gluten-free bread review.
Crust. You mean gluten-free crust review?
Isn't that bad? To be fair, like plain bread's not good anyway. That probably is a bit like.
Why don't you just put it on a sandwich?
Why don't you let me finish my review? Yeah, there's a lot of gluten-free bread fans out there.
Okay.
It's more like, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Like more harder, like more crispy almost. More like non-bready.
Just be stale.
Yeah, probably. To be fair, probably. It's been at Sayers' dad's house. It's definitely stale. Right. Let's have a big bite for the perverts out there. Are they really? Oh, they must be ones, aren't they? Pork chipolatas. So these are pork chipolatas from Muscle Food, the link to which is in my description. Like I say it all the time, Muscle Food are handy because rather than going each week and buying some chicken breast, for example, you can just order like a massive bag of chicken breast, like 5 kilos, for example, and it works out. I love
separating into bags.
Yeah, I don't love doing that, but like that camera's definitely wonky. I can see it right now. It's like that. Freaking hell! It's like watching Cliffhanger. Where was I? Lost my train of thought.
Eating your sandwich. You're eating your sandwich.
I wasn't. I was saying about Muscle Foods. What was I saying? It's just handy because like then you can just freeze all the chicken. For example, like take it out each week as you go, and that saves you having to keep going to buy it every week, and it also makes it cheaper. Anyway, good sandwich, and it's gluten. The sausage is gluten free. Is ketchup gluten free?
I don't know.
Let's just say yeah, a gluten free sausage sandwich. The recipe by Mattdoesfitness.
They did do gluten free sausages in for Christmas from Lost Foods. We did actually order them for my auntie.
Any more interesting snippets to add?
No, not really.
Right, I've got a decaf coffee, 2 satsumas and a banana, and it's game on. And when I say game on, I'm talking about the game of eating 2 satsumas and a banana and drinking a decaf coffee, which is a great game, very underrated. Yeah, I've been editing the video, and I know it's pretty long, so I'm going to finish this here, my friends. Plus, I want to get the video on today, aka Tuesday, for your enjoyment, so yeah, it kind of benefits both of us if I wind it up here and finish my editing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my bizarre catfish story / experience. If it's you, if you're watching this and you're the person, which is, I mean, it's quite likely, because I guess if you're using my pictures, you probably know about me and watch my channel and stuff. So if you're watching this and you're the person that's using my profile, like, stop doing that, because that's quite weird. But yeah, I'm done. So I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow.